Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I've got more of a concept video for you guys. These are my ideas for the LEGO Marvel Superheroes minifigure series that's coming out in August 2021. Now, we don't really know anything about this minifigure series, not even if it's going to be comic book based or MCU based, but I kind of want to share some of my ideas, so I might do a couple of these videos actually, because I have some different ideas for how this series could look. So for me, this is based on the MCU because that's what I think is most likely, especially with like those legacy summer sets coming out. And it's almost evenly split between just normal MCU figures and then specifically figures from the Disney Plus series. I've chosen a total number of 16 minifigures because that's how many the DC minifigure series got. However, it's possible that there could only be 12. Maybe they could go back up to 20. We don't really know, so I think 16 is just the safest number to stick with since that's what the last superhero CMF series had. So starting off the list, I have Iron Man in his striker armor. I think that makes the most sense because you need an Iron Man minifigure, obviously, and that minifigure was teased in the Hall of Armor set back in 2019, and we've never seen it. This would also be the perfect place to introduce new molds for its arms, so I think that it's really a no-brainer. Next up, I've got Captain America. I would really like a minifigure of him in his stealth suit from Winter Soldier that did make a brief reappearance in Endgame, and his accessories could just be, his shield in that kind of like dulled down color from Winter Soldier, and or like that little locket that he had with a picture of Peggy. I'm guessing that would just be like a 1x1 round printed tile. Next, I would want to get a minifigure of Black Widow from Endgame, because her Endgame outfit was definitely the best suit that she had in the MCU, and I think it's a shame that we don't have a minifigure of that. I am making a lot of assumptions with this series. We are getting Black Widow in the Advent calendar this summer. I don't know if that's going to be a new figure or not, though, because there are 7 minifigures in that calendar, so I'd assume it's more likely that it would be a 2020 repeat. But I am making assumptions that we're going to get like some Endgame versions, like Captain America's scale suit in the summer sets, because, why else would they remake Endgame sets if they're not going to give us accurate minifigures? For Thor, I would want to see a minifigure of him with his eye patch from the end of Ragnarok and start of Infinity War. We did get a minifigure of him kind of in that outfit in the Infinity War sets, however, it wasn't exactly accurate, so I think that this would be a really good chance to go back and make a fully accurate minifigure, especially because we are getting like the Bro Thor minifigure this summer in the Endgame sets. For Hawkeye, I want to see him in his Ronin outfit from Avengers Endgame, or just his outfit from the rest of the movie, which was like fairly similar. Just basically an Endgame Hawkeye, but I would prefer like that fully gold and black hooded Ronin suit because I just think that that's a lot cooler than any of his other looks in the MCU. Now, this figure is a bit of a long shot because I don't know if LEGO would ever put a big fig into a minifigure series, but I'd really like Smart Hulk, again, in his Endgame outfit. He's not coming in the summer sets. We don't have an outfit of him in that like purple and like gray bodysuit. However, if they're not going to do a big fig in a CMF bag, which, you never know. They've thrown dolphins and stuff and even like a centaur in there. But if not, I'd really like to just see a minifigure version of Hulk, again, in that same outfit. I think we definitely need a Captain Marvel in here. I'd really like to see her in her suit from the Captain Marvel end credit scene and start of Endgame. It's not that different to her original one, but a CMF would be the perfect place to give her arm printing, to get some more of that gold in the shoulders, and then they could also make a whole new hairpiece if they wanted to for her, although I do think that she could reuse an existing hairpiece. And again, I want that figure because I'm guessing that we're going to get the short-haired Carol with the more blue costume in the Summer Endgame Sanctuary 2 set, but if we don't, then I would prefer short-hair Carol in this CMF series. You can see the Endgame trend is continuing because I would really like a minifigure of Valkyrie in her Endgame or Ragnarok outfits. They are pretty similar. I highly doubt they're going to cram a whole Pegasus into a CMF bag as her accessory, although that would be amazing. I just really want to get like a very nice like head-to-toe detailed minifigure with her with a new mold for her hairpiece. And then rounding out the movie lineup with one more Endgame minifigure, I'd like to see Iron Patriot Mark II because War Machine, he has gotten some cool minifigures in the last couple of years, but the Iron Patriot suit is definitely my favorite one of his. And while I don't like the Endgame one as much as the original, it was still a really awesome suit. And in a CMF series, again, they can go all out with detail and even create a new mold for his like chest armor. Moving into the 7 Disney Plus minifigures now, I would really like 2 of them to be 1950s Wanda and Vision from WandaVision. A lot of the marketing focused around the 50s. That's such an iconic part of the series, especially because it's when she first creates the Hex. And so I would really, really like to get minifigures of them, in that like grayscale style that they've done Mickey and Minnie in before. They wouldn't require any new molds at all, and we could get some really nice printing on them. So those are probably like my top two most wanted minifigures for Lego Marvel, like to just get somehow, sometime. For Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I'm assuming that we're also going to get like a $30 set with Sam, Bucky, and then Zemo. I would really like to get a minifigure of US Agent in the minifigure series. Alternatively, because I don't care about him too much, I just think he'd be a cool minifigure. It would be really awesome to see a minifigure of Sam as Captain America. We know that that's coming. We know that they're making toys for it because the look has leaked from toy packaging. So I think that it would be great if Lego went ahead and made a minifigure of him for the CMF series. The next two minifigures I want to see from Disney Plus are Loki from his own series. I don't really know which variant of him they could go with. They could go with the one from the trailer where he's standing like with all those guys trying to kill him. Or they could go with like his agent look, which seems to be pushed in like the t-shirts and stuff that they've revealed. I think the agent look is a little bit lame, so I would prefer like that end trailer scene outfit. But then from What If, I think we just need a Captain Carter minifigure. Peggy as like not Captain America because she's not American, but not Captain Britain because that's a separate character. So she's going to be called Captain Carter, and I think that that would be a perfect minifigure. I don't think What If needs a set at all. It's such like a niche series idea that I don't think sets based on it would sell very well, but one-off minifigures like this in a minifigure series would be a great addition. I'm not sure if we're going to get sets for Miss Marvel or Hawkeye either. We don't know the content of those shows necessarily, so I don't know how big and splashy they're going to be compared to WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Loki. So I think, again, minifigures in this series would be a really good place for them. So we could get a minifigure of Kamala in her Miss Marvel outfit. That would also be awesome because they can bring back that like stretchy arm mold or even create something new for her if they want to. And then Kate Bishop from Hawkeye is, again, I think another no-brainer because she's a very popular character. She's been in like the video games, the Lego video games, and so I think that she would round out this minifigure series very well. So that does it for this Marvel Superheroes CMF ideas video. Again, I want to make more of these in the future because this one was like pretty much half Endgame, half Disney Plus series, a little bit more Endgame. I would like to do like a full MCU one where we can get into like some minifigures like outside of Endgame, but I really think that the Endgame versions are the things that people want to see the most. And then I do kind of want to do like my ideas for a comic book series as well, because I'd really prefer an Endgame series, an MCU series right now between the Disney Plus shows, between the missing Endgame minifigures, a lot of which we are thankfully getting this summer, which I never expected. But I do want to see a comic book series eventually, because I mean, like, I want comic book versions of people like Vision and Scarlet Witch, and the Spider-Man sets just keep giving us the same exact heroes and villains over and over again with like one new minifigure every season. So I would really like to see like more variety there. But that's it for today, so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.